Aspiring conscious creators. Welcome to this presentation of Consciousness Ascending, where our single goal is to support you in accelerating the process of growth and expansion. If you find value in this material, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on how you are inspired. Also, check the description for free trainings and how you can engage with us further. Conscious creators. The title of this interaction is Receiving Confirmation. So many want to have confirmation. They want to have proof. They want to be given proof, shown proof of their creative potential, creative possibility. Are my desired manifestations on approach? Am I doing anything at all? Now, what you have to understand is that creation is always in motion, and that your life experience is the result of your vibrational expressions, your emotions, feelings that are consistent, that you're expressing consistently. Your dominant ideas are a major source of that which you are consistently expressing, both consciously and unconsciously, in large part unconsciously, that you're not even aware of. That is a part of the process, you uncovering all that you are expressing that you are unaware of. These are the ideas and the conditioning and programming that are most damaging to you at the moment, that are most masking your truth and source, that are steering you away from your actual desires of freedom, of peace, of the experience of abundance, of the well-being that is available to you now. These are the ideas that are most in conflict with these expressions and experiences. But evidence of your desires on approach, evidence of your creative power, evidence of manifestation. Well, the truth of the matter is that we have spoke on this before. The evidence is first seen within you. For, again, creation is happening constantly, consistently. It doesn't stop. It has been happening since you entered into your physical body with those ideas that you intended to explore, that you set for yourself before you entered. So, how was confirmation being given to you? First, in your feeling states. You have ideas within that are causing you to feel a certain way. One example that Benny realized is that he was constantly feeling the weight and pressure of the shoulds. Everything that he felt like he should do as a human being, should do as a parent, should do as a partner in marriage, should do as a son, should do as a brother. All of these things, these shoulds, are often weight on individuals, and you have them. He had the pressure of time, feeling like there was never enough time to do that which he desired to do, feeling like he was running out of time, when on your vacation idea, many of you have these weights and pressures and you're not even aware of them, but you are expressing them and you feel them within the body, and they have become normal, so you're not even aware. But when you look, you see that you are carrying these constantly. They are constantly being expressed. You never feel like you have enough time. You always feel like you're under some sort of pressure. And this is the result of programming and conditioning. Next, from these consistent expressions of vibration, of energy, of frequency, you have your thought patterns that are evidence of your creations. If you sow a new dominant idea, or if you have an intention that you are excited about, what will happen, as is what happens with all ideas, is that you will begin to think about it consistently. It will become more and more a prevalent thought in your mind, even when you're not consciously thinking about it. When you're driving in your car, you will think about this idea. You will have these thoughts about this idea, stemming from this idea. When you're in the shower, you will have these thoughts stemming from this idea. When you go to bed at night, you will have thoughts stemming from this idea. When you wake up in the morning, you will have thoughts stemming from this idea. This is how you know an idea is dominant, is becoming dominant, or is dominant. Now what we want you to do is think about all of the thought patterns that you have consistently on a daily basis, and what are they about? What is the idea sourcing these thought patterns that just show up seemingly randomly? Are they about abundance? Are they about the absence of abundance and where you're going to get enough money to pay your bills or your financial obligations? Are they about beautiful relationships, or are they about broken relationships or potential broken relationships? Are they about health and well-being, or are they about dis-ease? Are they about some fear or some experience that you're running from, or that you will be damned that you ever have again? Or are they about beautiful experiences? Are they about that disrespect that you experienced 2-3 weeks ago? Are they about the argument that you and your spouse had a month ago and you still feel disrespected? You still feel that they are inconsiderate? What dominant idea are the thought is sourcing the thought patterns? This is manifestation. This is evidence of the creative process. This is a faculty of the creative process that's constantly in motion, that tells you what is on approach as experience. And everything that we offered, if you know that you have thought patterns of this nature, you also know that you have experienced the experience more than once. It comes with a level of frequency. It may be weekly, it may be bi-weekly, it may be monthly, it may be every 5-6 months that you have a experience of disrespect by a family member or your partner or your children or a stranger, some form or fashion that leaves you feeling disrespected, dishonored, as a victim, unconsidered, all of these things. And when you look closely, you see that your experience, your perceived experience of lack and scarcity is constant, because you are constantly expressing that money, resources, is a big thing. Often your experience of health and well-being, or the lack thereof, is constant, because this is a big thing, right? You're exercising, you're eating, you're dieting, you're doing all of these things. Oftentimes not so that you can be well, but so that you are not unhealthy, so that you are not overweight. And if overweight, unhealthy, not being broke is your dominant idea, your driving idea for your actions and your behaviors, then you're focused on the wrong thing. And therefore the experience of the thing that is the subject of your thought patterns and of your efforts continues to be your experience, no matter how hard you try. This is why the idea of effort, of trying really, really hard, often places you directly in alignment with what you don't want, because you're efforting so hard to move or trying to move away from what you don't want. And what you don't want is your focus. It is the dominant idea, and therefore it is materialized as your experience. But the evidence of what's on approach is in your thought patterns. The evidence of what's on approach is in your dominant and your consistent energy expression. The evidence of what's on approach is in your emotional expressions. If what's dominant in your mind and driving your thought patterns and your language, your behaviors, your actions is of high vibration, is centered around that which you love and enjoy, then your emotional expressions will often be excitement and joy and love. If it's not, if it's something that conflicts with that experience, if the truth of you is rooted in ideas that frustrate you, that anger you, that make you feel unwanted, unattractive, unappreciated, unrecognized, then these emotional expressions will be your dominant expressions more times than not. And creation, manifestation will continuously present itself so that you have reason to feel this way. Your dominant ideas create a cycle of sorts. They create a loop of experience for you, and you have many loops happening all at the same time, constantly being reinforced through your thought patterns, constantly being reinforced through your emotion and vibrational expressions, constantly being reinforced by your experience, ultimately. And this is what you have to get out of. Evidence of what is on approach as experience is constantly being materialized within the mind and body, first and foremost. For the mind and body is the beacon. For the mind and body is the lighthouse, if you will, from which the shining light, the vibration, the frequency expression of your ideas is exploding out from you into the ethers, aligning you with the collaborative components that will support you in creating the experience. These are the collaborative components that you see. Even though there are many beings who are human around you, there are many experiences, many happenings all around you, but the light that you are shining hits those that are in direct alignment with you, to collaborate with you to create experience. Those are the ones that you see. Those are the ones that you meet. Those are the ones that you find. If the collaborative components that are perfect for you are of the creation of lack and scarcity, that is what you see, that is what you will find as you shine the light. If the collaborative components are of lack and scarcity, if that's not what we just said, that's what you will find. If your collaborative components are of beautiful relationship or broken relationship, the one that you are shining the light of from the lighthouse, that is you, that is what you will see, that is what you will find. Even though everything is out there as a potential, that which you find is rooted in the light that you are shining, that you are expressing. That's what you see, that's what you will find. When you are watching your media sources being entertained, you are more triggered to that which is dominant within you. And you feel the feeling of it. The broken relationships in your entertainment sources, that is what you align with, because that is what you are focused on. The dominant ideas within you are centered around that. If you're focused on beautiful relationships, that is what you will see. If you're focused on wealth and abundance, that is what you will see. If you're focused on lack and scarcity, that is what you will see. You have to dig and discover the dominant ideas. You have to look within your mind and body and observe to see the first material, the first manifestations, the evidence of that which is on approach as a manifestation is being presented within you constantly, telling you these are the dominant ideas that are driving you, showing you the thought patterns that represent those dominant ideas, showing you the feeling within the body that is a representative of the dominant ideas. The emotion that you're consistently expressing is revealing the dominant ideas that are present within. All of this is the initial evidence of the experiences that are on approach, experiences that you are not unfamiliar with. All a part of the loop, the cycle that you are in of experience and reinforcement of that which is within you. You have to break the cycle. You have to get out of the loop. And in this discussion, we gave you every point in which you can begin to step out of the cycle by redirecting your mind, changing your beliefs, changing your thought patterns, changing your feeling, changing your emotional expressions, changing your words. All of these things affect the integrative process and begin to chip away and help you to remove yourself from the loops. This is the play and practice of one who aspires to be a powerful conscious creator. And when you engage in this process, when you firmly root yourself on this path, you will see the difference in time. And if you would like support in accelerating this process, speeding up the process, there is a private community, our private community, the Ascension Accelerator, that you can find more information on in the description, in which individuals just like you around the world now, we are supporting to accelerate this growth and expansion process so that they can begin to more powerfully live the life that they are inspired to live. But they're doing the exact same thing that we suggest and know that you have to do, which is address the contents of their mind, address their vibrational expression, and recreate themselves by sowing new ideas that more align you with your actually desired experiences. We are here to support you, especially those of you who are rooted on this path and desire to accelerate it, who want to know the truth of their being and to live their life they're inspired to live now, and not to know your truth after you have made your transition, but to know it now and to live now fully, expansively, powerfully from the highest frequency you can imagine, and express. We are thankful. Grateful for the opportunity to share. We're thankful for the vessel. We're thankful for each of you offering fertile ground for these transmissions. We're here for you from our now non-physical perspective, offering that which we know to be true, offering that which we know will transform your life. We honor you. We celebrate you. And we love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you. Are you tired of feeling alone on this process? Feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, stuck, questioning the truth of it all? Yes, you have seen manifestation, and you believe in the power of your intention. But why haven't the things you actually need and want materialized? And at the current rate you're going, when are you going to realize your true nature in source? When are you going to start living an inspired life? If you have felt this way and asked these questions, it's important you learn about the Ascension Accelerator. The Ascension Accelerator is a private community, an incubator for aspiring, powerful, conscious creators, where you find the most powerful processes to directly affecting the transformation of the mind and reconditioning the body to higher vibration. You find community interaction and support, constantly available guidance and facilitation that not only allows you to go about your growth and expansion with confidence, but accelerates the process and sets the stage for quantum leaps in your development. If you go to the description and you check out either the 3 greatest misconceptions or the 3 attention shifts presentation, at the end of these presentations, you have the opportunity to schedule your free ascension session. In your free ascension session, we support you with your greatest intention at the moment, and you will get all the information you need to make a decision on whether this powerful opportunity is right for you. We love you very much, and we look forward to supporting you.